Hi guys, Steve716 here. Welcome back to my little YouTube channel. So today I'm just going to go over the bike in a little more detail, give you guys a bit of an idea of what you can expect when you buy one of these Chinese stealth bombers. They're all standard size, you know, the frame, the wheels, and you've got an option for the tyres. You can have road tyres or off-road tyres, and I've opted for the more the off-road knobbly sort of tyres. But anyway, I'll flip the camera around and I'll walk you around the bike and show you the battery compartment, and you know, just go into a little bit more detail on the bike itself. So let's have a look. So here it is, guys. So where should we start? Right, start on the rear shock, shall we? It does a good job, to be honest with you. It's a DMM and it's fully adjustable. You can adjust it on the top here, and you can also adjust the height here if you really wanted to as well. So there's a considerable amount of more thread which comes down on the shock here. But it really does actually do a really good job. I mean, I actually had it too hard when I first went out on it, and it was pretty solid, so I've softened it up a bit now. And it really works well, it really does. And as you can see, the welds are nice and clean and tidy. There's not actually many welds on the bike, to be honest with you. There's another one there under the main chain ring on the frame itself, but really good quality actually. It's really clean and tidy. And yeah, so we go up to the seat post here, which obviously the mud guard's attached on the lower area here. And yeah, I've got the light fitting, rear light fitting still here. I'm probably going to take it off, to be honest, because I'm probably not going to bother with the rear light. And obviously the mud guards come with it. Go down to the, I'm not 100% sure how many teeth are on this front chain rings. Don't think it's a 52, it's possibly a 48. I'm not 100% sure. I'd imagine it's a 48, to be honest with you, because you pedal up to 26-27 mile an hour and that's enough. That's about all you can manage. So it could be a 52. I'm not 100% sure. There's also a little adjustable down there as well on the rear shock as well, and I've only actually just noticed that myself, so it's new to me. So yeah, it's a bit dirty, a bit dusty. So we come down to the rear of the swing arm here, and got Shimano Derailleur here, which, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, if you leave it on the lower sprocket, it does tend to knock on the frame when you're going over rough ground, so I tend to leave it on the sprocket above that. So there's 7 of those on the back here, which are also Shimano. Also you've got your motor, it's a 3000 watt motor, and obviously it's a lot smaller than the 8000 watt one, and it doesn't stand out so much, you know. I mean, the 8000 watt one was, you know, it come up here, it's absolutely huge. And also you don't get no gears on this, just a single gear on the 8000 watt as well, because they're so bloody wide you'd never get it in to have the freewheel on there. But, yeah, these are I think they're 26 inch rims. Tyres are Chinese specials, 80, 100, 21 we've got down there. Can't even pronounce the name, but it begins with a Y. But nice big fat knobblies, really nice. Come around to the other side, excuse me. Hang on, I'll get a picture of, yeah, can't really see the make actually, to be honest with you. Yeah, we got the obviously the hydraulic Petro Brakes, which they're okay, they do the job, but it's a heavy bike, you know, you've got to remember that. And ideally I think you could do with some better hydraulics on here, really. I mean, they do the job and that's about it. But for this power one anyway, Also the discs are the same make as the hydraulics, We come round, we've got the stand here which is already on the bike. As you can see, the cabling is all nice and tidy and all cable tied. There's no loose wires anywhere. Cable tied under here. And yeah, so we come up to the cockpit area. So we've got a nice leather widened grips, which are really comfortable actually. I really like these grips. I think I've done a superb job with these. Also you've got your control panel here and the lights on and off, which I'm not using because I haven't got my light on there. Here we've got the LCD, which is UK 10, something like that. Nice, really nice controller. If you check out some of my other videos, I've got a video tutorial on this display, so check it out. The gear shifter, which is, this is up gears and that's back down, nice and smooth. It selects all the gears as it should, no rattling. So yeah, that's all good. That's also Shimano 7-speed. You've got half throttle here, which is nice and snappy, as you can see, and also the end of the widened handle grip here, which does sort of move a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. And so we've got brake levers here, which are a bit low really. I need to lift these up a bit, to be honest with you. So the cabling, as you can see, the cabling's all good, it's all nice and tidy. I didn't touch any of this. Perhaps could do with a zip tie around here just to hold that on the bars, but it's, you know, it's just little stuff in it. Front forks, I love these front forks, as I've probably mentioned these and banged on about them before. They're KKE and far better than the Zooms, in my opinion. These really are, and they look better as well. They actually look really smart. So if you're going to order one of these bikes, I highly recommend you make sure it's a KKE. It'll also be slightly cheaper as well. But it's got these bar stops on here as well, which stop it rattling against the frame and protects the wires. But I've actually twisted these round a bit so I can get a bit better turning circle, you know. If it was a bit, well, non-existent to be honest with you, the turning circle when these were turned right around facing the frame. Yeah, we've got a little battery light on the front there, which is bright, does the job, and it looks alright, to be honest with you. So yeah, and obviously the same brakes on the front, same size wheel, same tyre. We've got the controller, which is the Chinese controller, it's not the Sabaton, what you get on the 8000 watt. Probably get the Sabaton on the 5000 watt as well, I'm not 100% sure on that. You've got the charge port under here, which is alright. I suppose it keeps it out of the weather there. Yeah, right, look, as you can see, I've already removed some of these screws from around the side panel. So let's have a look at that. So there you go, I've removed the side panel and you're thinking, oh my god, what is all that stuff in there? Well, I've literally just stuffed it in there to stop anything rattling around, and there's actually no harm whatsoever in doing that. So I'll just pull it all out. See a bit better what's going on now. So these are actually for the rear light, rear tail light and the brake light combined. As you can see, I'm not using it. Ouch, that's my knee. So we've got the step down converter up there that knocks it down to 12 volt. Also your main connectors are here, which are big fat chunky ones which are brilliant. They snap in together, and these will probably be the charge, yeah, they're the charge leads there, which are two separate leads which come off the battery. And as you see, the battery has got this subframe around it, which is actually ideal, and I've packed it with some foam on the top and also down the bottom here, so when you put the battery in, it's sitting on foam, and there's foam underneath it as well, and also at the top here. There's quite a lot at the top here, so I really have to press this down, you know, press this down to get the little screws in down here, which is a little bit awkward, but I got there in the end. But as you can see, the battery is it's a decent size actually, and it's sits in there nicely, and it won't move, and is well protected. So I like that. I like that a lot. I think it looks good. But you have to remember, on the 8,000 watt version, the Sabaton is up the top here, cable tied, and this compartment is empty. And the battery, I'll tell you guys, the battery literally fills all of this up. It's absolutely huge. You really struggle to get it in here. You have to maneuver the controller out, cut the cable ties, remove the controller out, poof the battery in, which is really tight, and then you just about manage to get the controller in, just squeezing it in by wiggling it around. But it's a bit of a mare, to be honest with you. But obviously you haven't got this problem on the on this 3,000 watt, so it's a lot more empty space in there, and it's tidy. And as you can see why I put this extra packing in here now, just to, you know, stop any of this rattling around, any loose wires and that. But also you've got the ignition switch here, so you get 2 keys with that. And yeah, it's tidy. There's a bit of what's that, hot glue there for the charge port, and the also the step down controller there, as I mentioned before. So guys, that's just a little insight into one of these Alibaba, that's one, Alibaba stealth bombers. So yeah, I need to get like a ride out video on this, really. Go through all the PASs, you know, power assist, and get a top speed as well, absolutely. So I'm just struggling with the camera at the minute. I'm not really sure which one I need to use. I mean, I can't really do it one-handed and hold my phone. You know, it's just ridiculous. So I'm gonna sort of try and find myself a half decent little GoPro, or unless you guys can recommend something cheap and useful and does a half decent job, then yeah, I'm up for it. So yeah, help us out there, please, guys. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, we'll be out for a ride on my stealth bomber. Cheers, guys. Take care.